A very good morning. You're watching News9 with me, Akshatam. Well, first up, a major fire broke out in the wee hours in Bengaluru. The fire, which was spotted at Sri Manjunath Timber Yard and sawmill at Bombasandra in Hebbagodi, has turned into a massive inferno. 14 fire tenders have been rushed to the spot to douse the flames. No casualties have been reported, but material worth lakhs have been gutted. The operations are still on to douse the flames. As you can see, a massive fire breaking out there. We have to, of course, keep in mind that this is in a timber yard and sawmill, so you can imagine exactly how big that fire has spread. But this is said to have broken out last night. 14 fire tenders trying to battle the flames there, but to no avail. They are still trying to ensure that it is under control, but the fire is raging on. Fortunately, however, no casualties being reported. You can see the massive fire there on your screens. If anybody was in that particular timber yard, there was no chance of survival, but fortunately it took place late last night and there was absolutely nobody inside that particular yard. Besides that, of course, the only worry is that a lot of damage has been caused to the timber yard and sawmill. We understand that damages worth lakhs have been reported already. As of now, we can't get a correct estimate until, of course, the fire is controlled, the fire is completely put out, and they can estimate the damage. As of now, no word on what led to this particular fire, but right now the priority of the fire department is to ensure that that fire is brought under control, does not spread or rage on any further, and post that they will conduct investigations to find out exactly what triggered off this fire. This is, of course, at the Sri Manjunath Timber Yard and Sawmill in Bombasandra in Hebbagodi. It is said that passers-by noticed that there was a fire and immediately called in the fire tenders. However, at this point, officials have been struggling to go ahead and keep this fire at check. They are still trying to control the flames, but clearly, as you can see, not an easy task. With 14 fire tenders now present there and being pressed into service, the fire may just reduce, but for it to be completely put out, it will take quite a bit of time, considering, of course, that we're talking about a timber yard and a sawmill. So everything is prone to catching fire, and it will definitely not be an easy task for the fire officials present there. The latest reports coming in state that the fire has been doused as of now. It is pretty much just preventive work as of now to ensure that even the slightest, even the smallest of sparks are put out before it once again spreads. Remember, we're talking about a timber yard, so everything is prone to catching fire. As of now, as you can see, the officials have entered the timber yard and are trying to ensure that they spray water all across, so that there is absolutely no flame left. Of course, suppose this, they will also try to find out exactly what led to this massive fire. But as you can see in your screens there, a lot of damage being caused. Almost all the timber has been gutted down in that particular yard. This is in Bombasandra, and this is the Sri Manjunath Timber Yard and Sawmill. Quite a big complex there. However, the fire has managed to bring down the entire complex, and as of now, while the fire has been brought under control to a great extent, the officials still trying to ensure that they do not take anything for granted at this point. But everything being gutted down there in that particular fire, the owner, of course, will have a lot of losses to report as of now. But more than anything else, the officials will also now starting investigating into what could have caused this fire. Was it in fact a human error, or was it anything else? We will only have to wait for the answers. But as of now, the priority is to ensure that that fire does not start up again. And well, a woman became a victim of a jilted lover's bloody assault in Bengaluru last night. A man named Ganesh slit her throat with a blade and left her bleeding. The incident took place at Gadadahalli in Byatrayanapura. Ganesh claimed that he was in love with the girl for the past 2 years, but she did not reciprocate his feelings and her wedding was also fixed. Ganesh, who was said to be very angry, attacked her with her blade while she was standing on the balcony at around 8:30 p.m. She now has cuts and injuries on her neck, face and stomach. The woman has now been shifted to Gayatri Hospital for further treatment. But absolutely unfortunate incident coming to light, not the first of its kind, of course. We have seen jilted lovers losing their minds and attacking the woman with absolute ferocity. In this particular case, the man Ganesh, who has been arrested as of now, is said to have attacked this woman who he said to have loved for the last 2 years. It is said that she did not reciprocate his feelings and she was scheduled to even get married in a couple of months. This seems to have irked Ganesh, who went ahead and attacked her while she was standing on her balcony last night. In fact, you can see the bloodstains on the floor there. He used a blade to cut her throat, and soon after she suffered injuries to her face, stomach, as well as, of course, the neck. And all this was because Ganesh went almost on a slashing spree with that particular blade against the woman. Well, the victim is currently being treated at the Gayatri Hospital. Very fortunate that she has managed to survive this. We've seen so many of these incidents come to light, and in almost all of them, the victim never survives. In this particular case, fortunately, she was rushed to the hospital. Her relatives came out, stopped Ganesh from attacking her, and he, of course, has been taken into custody. And well, Tehsildar and his staff in Belgaum district have found a new way of cheating government and minting money. They have been creating bogus bills for reimbursements.
This jeep is literally scrap as it has not been used for several years now. It may look useless to onlookers, but for a few, it is earning lakhs of rupees. That is exactly what's happening in Bendewad village of Raibagh Taluk in Belgaum district. It is alleged that the Tehsildar of Raibagh and some of his colleagues are colluding with water supplying contractors and cheating the government under the pretext of supplying water to Bendewad village. The contractor for supplying water to Darepa Andani village has shown this immovable vehicle as a water tanker and created bogus bills. The tanker's number has been listed as CNL 1103 in the bills. The Transport Office says that a vehicle bearing this registration number does not exist at all. The contractor is said to have claimed that he supplied water to Hukkeri Taluk as well.
ಜೀಪು ಅದು ಎಮ್ಮತ್ತ ತೆಗೆದು ಟ್ರಕ್ ಅತ್ತಂದ ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬೋಗಸ್ ಟ್ರಕ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರಕ್ಗಳ ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಲ್ ತೆಗೆದ ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕಾಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗಾಡಿ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 3 ರಿಂದ 4 ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಹಾಕಬಹುದು ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿಗೆ 9-10 ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಸುಮಾರು 50 ಲಕ್ಷದ ಮ್ಯಾಗೆ ಬೋಗಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ ತೆಗೆದಾರೆ ಸರ್.
It is alleged that another contractor, Vasant Karigar, also created bogus bills and collected reimbursements for water which he never supplied. The villagers allege that the Tehsildar of Raibagh and other staff in his office are involved in irregularities. The villagers and the Gram Panchayat members have made it clear that water tankers have not visited their place.
ಬೆಂಡವಾಡ ಗ್ರಾಮದಾಗ ಕನಕ ನೀರಿಂದ ಈಗ 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದ್ರಿ ತಹಶೀಲ್ದಾರ್ ಆಫೀಸಿನಾಗ ಖರ್ಚು ಅನ್ಕ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರ್ರಿ. ನೀರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಲ ನಾವು ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಂದ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಮನವಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸಹಿತ ಅವಾಜ್ ಶಬ್ದಗಳಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಐತಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹೊರಟು ಶಬ್ದ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ.
It's not for the first time that allegations have been made against the Raibagh Tehsildar and his staff. They were allegedly involved in creating fake challans and are being investigated. There was also an allegation about landlords encroaching lands illegally and the Taluk administration doing nothing to curb the practice. Now it is the water scam. Will the government wake up and take action against the offenders? Shrikant Kubbakadi, News 9, Belgaum.